to rethink things. We can't keep doing the same thing over and over again. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. It's just frustrating. Nothing has changed. DA is gone. Okay. Now, don't forget that MLS academies came into the DA and were throwing a fit from the very beginning. That is facts. That's factual information I'm giving you. MLS was complaining, the academies complaining about how they cannot drop from the top tier and they couldn't be relegated. That's how they roll. Teams would be, there was a team, and I keep telling the same freaking story, a Seattle team smashed the DA, or excuse me, MLS Academy. Smashed them like 8-2 and had a better record. But you can't relegate the MLS Academy teams. They can't go second flight. So his Seattle team stayed down low. It's ridiculous. That's what happened. So DA crumbles. We're like, yay. And I said right from the beginning, it don't matter. Another acronym will come up. And MLS. And everyone's saying it. It's crazy. I was at the fields at Fear Farm, a private location where we're allowed to be because of COVID. We were there, and I swear to you, 2 or 3 different parents were talking about the MLS Academy. They were invited or whatever, and they got all excited. I'm like, goofballs. And I'm like this, on the sideline, talking to people nonstop. I mean, my wife, when I get like this, my wife just like can't be near me. I'm always arguing with the sideline. My new role in life is it possible to educate the parents on the sideline and not completely offend them where they want to stick a stick in your eye? I mean, kind of thing. I argue with them all day. And I educate nonstop. I call the coaches out. I do all this stuff. It has to be about the game. Has to be about the game. Has to be about the players' development within the game. And we got to remove the parents, and we got to remove the coaches and educate them how to shut up. They need to. They ruin the game. There's no learning happening in the game except for their star forward and their goalkeeper that takes in shots. And that's about it. Everything in between, nothing. We have major problems, but I'm educating as many people as I can. Everyone's like, MLS, oh my gosh, MLS Academy. Oh, they have a pathway. You know what your pathway is? Be freaking good. This is what's going to happen. I've experienced it as a Division I professional athlete. My career came to an end because I couldn't handle the ball under pressure. So I teach that because I don't want anyone to fail like I did because I couldn't handle the ball under pressure. And for whatever reason, I was just the fast kid with no technique. Why? It was able to have. I could have had it, and I wasn't given that. So, I don't know. This is a big problem. So here's what's going on. We have all these new leagues and all this stuff. Whatever. Leagues are leagues. Pathways are pathways. I don't care. We need to change the system. Have to break it up. It doesn't serve a purpose. And if we don't get moving right now, our women's national team is done. They're going to be with the men, and we're going to have nothing, and we're going to become complete laughing stock. We're so concerned about pay to play that we're not realizing we're punishing our children. I wish Megan Rapinoe, can you please, I'll give you something. I know you love, or you get excited about dealing with, equality and all that stuff. I get it. I get passionate about things. You need something to do, right? And this podcast, I'm an angry person on this podcast because I know there's a change and we can do it, but we need people like bigger than this nobody on this podcast to do something. So Megan Rapinoe, you have the biggest platform. You're the most powerful lady in U.S. soccer. You are in charge. Fix the technique, because Megan Rapinoe is technical. I mean, she didn't look that technical in the last World Cup. She was just unbelievable in penalty kicks, but obviously her age is showing. But I saw her play live when Jessica McDonald was playing with Seattle Reign, and I saw her play. Her footwork was, and she's technical. She needs to focus on that. Focus on inner cities. Focus on reach out that way so we can keep growing our game, because we're gonna fall so far behind we'll never catch up.